Year 1988. Vladimir Putin waited his time. A meeting at the hunting castle of the Saxon prince-electors in Moritzburg in December 1987 with the British intelligence service officer, Garrett Schein, bears fruit. First of all, financial. These are tens of thousands of US dollars, which are kept in an account with Deutsche Bank in West Germany. The money for the KGB officer was transferred for Hans Lehmann. Hans Lehmann worked at the paper factory in Brandenburg at that time and often came to Dresden to visit his parents. This made it possible to see Vladimir Putin almost every month and bring him various consumer goods and high-quality equipment from West Germany. At that time, Garrett Schein received information from Vladimir Putin about the members of the Red Army faction organization. This German left-wing radical organization operated in Germany and West Berlin and was oversaw by the GDR Ministry of State Security, the Stasi. It was created as a reserve of saboteurs in case of wartime in East Germany. Its participants viewed their activities as an urban guerrilla war directed against the state apparatus. According to the memoirs of Dietmar Clodo, one of the functionaries of the Red Army faction, the KGB and the Stasi never gave us instructions directly. They used to say,
«Нам никогда не давали инструкции напрямую. Они говорили, мы слышали, что вы планируете что-то, как вы хотите это реализовать, и делали свои предложения, могли предложить другие цели, спрашивали, в чем мы нуждаемся, а нам всегда нужно было оружие и деньги». И мы давали Путину список.
At the end of the 90s, the number of employees and agents of the Stasi was estimated at about 91,000 people on a full-time basis and about 200,000 unofficial employees, respectively. Approximately every 10th citizen of East Germany in those years collaborated with the Ministry of State Security of the GDR. This is one of the highest levels of saturation of society with agents in world history. The Stasi diligently controlled the behavior of East German citizens in order to prevent any politically incorrect actions. The Stasi motto,
"There is no irrelevant information,"
was implemented with enviable persistence in the framework of cooperation with representatives of the KGB of the USSR. In this regard, Vladimir Putin easily received from the Ministry of State Security of the GDR all the information necessary for Garrett Schein about the members of the Red Army faction. In total, Vladimir Putin handed over to the British Special Services dozens of dossiers on members of this German left-wing radical terrorist organization, among whom were its well-known functionaries. Among them Inga Fitt, also known as Eva Maria Sommer, Eva Schnell, an immigrant from West Germany, involved in the murder of the president of the Court of West Berlin, responsible for several bank robberies, kidnapping a businessman in Austria, organizing a shootout in Paris in which a police officer was wounded. The brothers Wolfgang and Henning Beer, involved in the 1981 car bombing of General Kreutzen, the commander of American troops in Europe at that time. Andrea Klump was involved in the explosion of the head of Deutsche Bank, Alfred Herrhausen. Dietmar Clodo, involved in a number of terrorist acts in Europe. The main part of the members of the Red Army faction was sheltered by the Ministry of State Security of the GDR in East Germany, which made them almost elusive and unpunished for Western justice. Dresden, as a province, not a capital, was chosen as a meeting place and training camp for members of the Red Army faction, on each of whom a dossier was created. 1988 for Vladimir Putin was the first step towards big money, which was paid for by British taxpayers through Garrett Schein, a British intelligence officer.
Быстро я попал на работу во внешнюю разведку и в основном работал по линии нелегальной разведки. Нас там воспитывали в духе исключительной преданности Отечеству.